Gopi, is this first? Okay. I call the good afternoon to everyone and good evening to all my RBM members and the fellow participants from Rotary 3191. I call the meeting to order.
Thank you, Arun.
Thank you.
Yeah, I would like to start the session with the invocation song from Gokul. Gokul, the floor is yours.
ಗಣನಾದನೆ ಗುಣಬೋಧನೆ ಗಣನಾದನೆ ಗುಣಬೋಧನೆ ಗಜಮಾಮುಖ ಗದಿನೀಯ ಗಣನಾದನೆ ಗುಣಬೋಧನೆ இணையே இல்லா பெருவாழ்வினை இணையே இல்லா பெருவாழ்வினை இனிதியுமோர்தனி நாயகா கணநாதனே குணபோதனே சதுர்வேதங்கள் ஓம் ஓம் என துதி பாடிடும் பரம் ஜோதியே சதுர்வேதங்கள் ஓம் ஓம் என துதி பாடிடும் பரம் ஜோதியே பதமாமல தொழுதேனையா பதமாமல தொழுதேனையா பரிந்தே அருள் செய்வாய் மெய்யாய் கணநாதனே குணபோதனே கஜமாமுகா கதினியா கணநாதனே குணபோதனே. Thank you.
Thank you,
Awesome.
Gokul, for the wonderful invocation. Now I welcome our President, Rotarian Arun Mohan, to give the welcome and a brief about the IDPD event.
Good afternoon to everybody again, and good evening to all my fellow Rotarians in India.
A minha defesa só se fala primeiro, tilapia, tá isso?
My hearty welcome to all, and it is an honor that we are celebrating the the IDPD Awards. That's the International Day for Person with Disability, along with the club in Brazil, Tropias, Brazil, and it's probably one of the first events like this that we are having, where we are celebrating, we are recognizing the unsung heroes from India, and we are recognizing the unsung heroes from Brazil. Our event is going to happen on the 15th of December. We cordially invite all of you for that event too. And today is the day where we celebrate International Day of Person with Disability from our fellow members in Brazil. So hearty welcome and congratulations to all the winners. I don't think I need to talk too much about International Day for Person with Disability, because all of you know what it is about. But then here we are talking about inclusivity, equality, and and giving person with disability equal opportunity to represent themselves in the society. So I hereby, welcome you all again, and I I request Gopi to take it forward from here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Arun, for introducing about the International Day of Persons with Disabilities. Now, let me introduce our first awardee, Ms. Alessandra Costa. My dear Rotarians, let's hear the inspiring story of Alessandra Costa, a trailblazing educator from Brazil. Alessandra Costa is a shining example of determination, resilience, and passion. As a specially abled person from Brazil, Alessandra has defied conventions and stereotypes to become a renowned educator, inspiring countless students and individuals along the way. Her unwavering spirit and support from her loved ones enabled her to pursue her dreams with unrelenting passion. Despite the obstacles, Alessandra thirst for knowledge and desire to make a difference in the lives of others drove her to become an educator. Alessandra Costa's remarkable story serves as a powerful reminder that disability is not a barrier to achieving greatness. Her courage, resilience, and passion for education have inspired countless individuals as her legacy continues to motivate and empower others to pursue their dreams regardless of the challenges they may face. Now let me invite our chief guest, Rotarian Varalakshmi Balaji, to read the citation of Ms. Alessandra Costa.
Good evening. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
May I start this citation?
Yes, please.
yes, please.
Reading of citation of Miss Alessandra Costa. This certificate of appreciation is proudly presented to Miss Alessandra Costa in recognition of her lifetime of service to the education of the youth. We commend Alessandra Costa for being a beacon in the field of education. Her compassion towards her students is worth emulating, particularly during these extraordinary times of uncertainty and change. The citation is combinedly given by the Rotary Bangalore Abilities and the Rotary E-Club of District 4621, Chop Heroes and District 3191. And this is signed by Rotarian Arun Mohan, President 2425, Rotary Bangalore Abilities, and Rotarian Andrea Kettle, President 2425, Rotary E-Club, District 4621, Chop Heroes. Thank you. I'm extremely honored to read this citation. Thank you.
Thank you, Rotarian Varalakshmi Balaji, for reading the citation of Ms. Alessandra Costa. Now let us hear a video message from Ms. Alessandra Costa.
We're not
Anja,
able to
we
hear the
can't hear
video.
her. Why don't you
Yes.
translate? Anja, are you there?
Yes.
Translate what she's saying. We can't hear her.
Oh, okay. So can I have Alessandra to speak in Portuguese and I'll translate as she talks?
Sure, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Ale, você pode falar, por favor? Eles estão com problema no som. Você consegue falar umas palavras e eu vou traduzindo para eles, por favor, Ale?
Gopi, I think we need the volume on the video.
Yeah. We can't hear, Alessandra. Nós não estamos te ouvindo, Ale. Ué. Okay. So actually, I've seen her video before. I watched it, of course. So maybe I can just say what she was saying in the video.
Sure, Andrea.
She
Tá me
started her
ouvindo melhor?
Oh, there you are. Yes, agora estamos te ouvindo, Ale. So she started the video describing herself, that she has long wavy hair. She's wearing a black t-shirt. In the video, she recorded she was in her bedroom. So that's how the video started. You can play the video, please. Pode falar umas palavras, Ale, para eu traduzir para eles? Eu já falei que você começou o vídeo se descrevendo e descrevendo onde você estava.
Isso, sou a Alessandra, né? E bom dia para todos. Nossa, eu coloquei no tradutor aqui, dá para a gente pôr uma legenda, então eu consegui entender o que todos falavam, mas tive que mudar. É sobre o Dia Internacional da Pessoa com Deficiência, foi dia 3 agora. Sou uma pessoa que me sinto assim, honrada de estar no clube, e o clube dá essa oportunidade para mostrar esse trabalho que eu venho desenvolvendo, né? E aí eu
Eu posso
agradeço a todos.
traduzir? Eu posso traduzir?
Pode.
Okay, so Alessandra is saying that she's very honored to be here, that we've invited her to participate, and she works really hard to be heard and to be able to do what she needs to do. Pode falar, Lê, por favor.
E essa luta da pessoa com deficiência é uma luta bem grande, né, de todos, e quando a gente fala que é uma luta, eu tô tentando não usar muito essa palavra, mas eu ainda uso essa palavra de ser luta, mas eu acredito que a palavra tenha que ser união, para que porque se vira uma luta, e aí a minoria das pessoas, que são as pessoas com deficiência, aí fica uma luta já perdida, né? Se a gente pensar assim. Então eu quero que a palavra mais seja de união, de que várias outras pessoas se adquira, né, essa união, ou se entra junto dentro dessa união junto, né, como para fortalecer.
Okay, so she said that she's been working on this fight for people with disabilities to be heard, like she said before. And she mentioned that she uses the word fight, but it's actually a union of people with disability. They unite, they get united to be able to be heard and do things as they can.
E, nossa, eu me sinto, assim, honrada de estar aqui pelo grupo, pelas pessoas, para estar fortalecendo, falando de inclusão, de diversidade, e de como é uma pauta muito importante, e de como a gente precisa fortalecer essa palavra de inclusão, e o que realmente é inclusão dentro do nosso do meio social que a gente vive, né? E aonde está a inclusão, onde estão essas pessoas com deficiência e aonde elas estão dentro do lado social, de escola, lazer.
Okay, so she said one more time that she's very honored to be here to represent our Rotary Club in Brazil, representing us with you, with your e-club, and that she would like to be able to speak the language, but unfortunately she isn't, and she basically said thank you so much and that she's honored to be able to be here. Obrigada, Lê.
Congratulations, Ms. Alexandra Costa. We're so proud of you, and God bless for the awesome work that you're doing. Huge round of clapping for you. Thank you.
Ele agradeceu e
Obrigada.
falou que tem orgulho de você estar participando com a gente e do seu trabalho, principalmente.
Ai,
Obrigada,
obrigada.
Lê. Obrigada, Lê. She's saying thank you.
Sure.
Yeah, thank you so much, Rotarian Andrea. President E-Club of Tropias, Brazil.
Gopi, we can go into the next slide.
Yes. So let me take the pleasure of introducing our next awardee. Introduction of Miss Michaela Dias dos Santos. Michaela Dias dos Santos Pincinato is 52 years old, Catholic, married and has 2 children, 19 and 9 years old. She is from Jundiaí, SP, but currently lives in Sorocaba, SP, Brazil. Graduated and mastered in literature. She was a high school teacher and a university professor from 1995 to 2015. And since 2021, she has worked at Federal University of Sao Carlos on the Sorocaba campus as head of the People Management Department, linked to the Dean of Management Department, linked to the Department People Management. She loves music and plays the piano, organ, and keyboard. She likes to read, and whenever she can, she travels with her family to places around the world where she can discover art, culture in different people. Currently, she has found the beauty of crochet weaves, a way to meditate and find peace in the world. Now let me invite our chief guest, Rotarian Varalakshmi Balaji, DA Director R1, District 3191, for reading of citation of Ms. Michaela Dias dos Santos. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you. I'm now reading the citation of Ms. Michaela Dias dos Santos. This is a certificate of appreciation proudly presented to Ms. Michaela Dias dos Santos in recognition of being a disability warrior, overcoming severe obstacles, and being a motivation to others. We commend Michaela for being persistent in the face of adversity. She remains an exemplar of dignity among the marginalized members of our community. The citation is signed by Rotarian Arun Mohan, President 2425, Rotary Bangalore Abilities, and Rotarian Andrea Kettle, President 2425, Rotary E Club of District 4621, Choperos. And this is presented by Rotary Bangalore Abilities, District RAD 3191, and Rotary E Club, District 4621, Choperos, Brazil. Thank you. I'm very honored to read the citation.
Thank you, Rotarian Varalakshmi Balaji. Congratulations to our awardee, Ms. Michaela Dias dos Santos. Now let's play the video of Ms. Michaela Dias dos Santos.
The sound is not coming through. And she's speaking English. So if it worked.
She's there. I can like talk instead. I think network is not very strong.
What you have to do is share computer sound. In the
Gopi, can
Zoom.
you share your computer sound, please?
Is the audio not audible, Pooja?
No.
In the Zoom
not audible.
setting, in the Zoom settings, you have to go in the Zoom
You have
settings
to
and
stop sharing and share
I don't think you
the
have to
computer
stop
sound.
sharing.
I'm
Just
doing
click
that
on share
only.
computer sound.
1 minute, 1 minute. Chandana, can you do it on your system? I think some issues.
Gopi, you have to do it. Chandra
Yeah,
can do it.
Gopi sir, like what happened is I have not opened it now. Like
Okay.
what you do is when you're sharing the screen, before giving share, right? You have to just click on that icon, that sound icon, the speaker.
That is in
S-
full volume, Chandana.
no. You have to share with computer sound. You have to check that
Andrea,
checkbox.
can she talk instead if she's there?
She can talk.
Let me try. Let me try.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Thank
Ma'am,
you.
I
Thank you
request you
so
to share
much.
your thoughts
She speaks
because we'll be
English.
just wasting.
Can I hear the
We'll
volume
waste
now?
time this way. Gopi, it's okay.
Okay. Let her talk directly. That's
Can you talk? Você consegue falar, Micaela, por
We love to
favor?
hear from you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am.
My son is in the reunion, and I speaking Portuguese, and he will be translate. Can be. Meu filho está participando da reunião, eu gostaria de falar em português e ele pode traduzir, se vocês não se importarem.
She's asking if her son can translate. Should he translate or should I translate? Arun, what do you think?
Whichever is convenient to you, Andrea, because her son, I'm sure, is next to her itself. So I guess
Let him do
it
it.
would.
Ok. Seu filho
Whichever is
pode traduzir,
convenient.
Micaela, por favor.
Obrigada. Bom, como eu disse no vídeo, né, que mandei, eu quero agradecer o convite do Rotary na figura da Márcia Regina Bracciali. Eu sou Micaela Deilce dos Santos Pincinato, moro em São Paulo, né, em Sorocaba, no Brasil. Eu sou deficiente auditiva e eu estou muito honrada, né? Estou muito honrada de participar desse evento e o modo, né, de tratar sobre as deficiências, né, nesse evento está sendo muito sensível, muito delicado. Mateus, você vai traduzir, filho?
Well, my mother said she's very honored. Well, can you hear me? Can you hear me well?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes? Okay.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. My mother said that she's very honored. She's partially deaf. And that's it. For her is very important this moment. Continua, mãe.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It is so sweet of him.
Yeah. Thank you very much. And I think that our disabilities todas as nossas deficiências são não só um desafio, mas também nos impulsionam a querer viver uma vida plena, ter qualidade de vida sempre.
Well, these disabilities, they're not like just challenges for our lives. There are also ways and motivations that to push us forward through living a clear life, a better life, and a life full of joy. Pode continuar, mãe.
Thank you very much.
What you said is so right. Thank you so much for the awesome work that you're doing. And God bless. And hearty congratulations to all of you. And hearty congratulations to you, ma'am, for the fantastic job that you're doing. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, winners. Now let me invite our charter president, and current Vice President, Rotarian Justin Phillips, to introduce our chief guest. Over to you, Justin, sir.
Good evening, everyone. Good afternoon. Rotarian Varalakshmi Balaji is a chartered accountant, author, business turnaround consultant, SEBI approved stock market consultant, research analyst, and a passionate trainer. She is specialized in audits, management consulting, business evaluation, training, and coaching. She is the founder of Clubs, Ventures, and Advisors, Stargate Academy of Training and Development. She was recognized as a COVID warrior by Karnataka government, has received the Seva Ratna Award by Max Access, Women of Substance by Exide, and was considered Outstanding President by Rotary 3190 District. She is the Chartered President of Rotary Club of Kanakpura Road, Chairman of the Career Counseling Group, District Director Membership. Currently, she is the DI Director from 23 to 25. She is the Secretary of the Rotary Club of Book Readers, the forum that is. She is also the board member of RAGP, the Rotary Action Group of Peace. We are privileged to have Rotarian Varalakshmi Balaji amidst us. Thank you.
Thank you, Rotarian Justin, sir, for introducing our chief guest. Now let me invite our chief guest, Rotarian Varalakshmi Balaji, DA Director, R1 District 3191, to give a speech to the august audience.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Rotarian Justin. That was a beautiful introduction. And I'm absolutely honored to be here on this day when you're celebrating the indomitable spirit of warriors with breaking barriers. That's how I would like to call. Good day, good afternoon, greetings, everyone. Greetings from India to all those who are not here in India. Now, it's an honor for me to stand in front of you today on this inspiring event where we are celebrating warriors who have redefined resilience, courage, and determination. At the outset, my hearty congratulations to Ms. Alessandra Costa and Ms. Michaela Dios dos Santos. And of course, I wish to congratulate Rotary Abilities to have come up with something so innovative. There's such an innovative recognition. Bringing in, yes, we do understand we have sister club agreements, but to make it something so unique and innovative, it's something I'm absolutely impressed. It brings us very close and strong. I think it's the first, I mean, when I was speaking to Kameshwar, I think it's the first of its kind that has been done. And I think every club, has to really follow something like this. It can be replicated at the club level with their sister club agreements. And I would strongly recommend this. It could be definitely as mutual also. But this is, I think it's a fantastic beginning to bring everyone together, to bring that kind of synergy and to tell that, yes, we care. Yes, we care for those warriors who are breaking all the barriers, no matter what is in front of them, right? I have about 10 minutes if I'm right. So I would finish it, before that. So that's quite an introduction. In fact, in a way, if you ask me, I'm also someone like, I also believe I'm a warrior who has broken barriers when it comes to the typical stereotyped expectation of how a woman has to be. I'm, in fact, in a very different sense, of course. I'm someone who rode a Kawasaki Bajaj when I was in a college. And I have done everything in a very traditional family. the things a conservative family where which I'm not supposed to do. I have been always someone who has broken all that in a very positive sense. Of course, I had it all to, make something out of myself. Thank you, God, for that. So, and coming to this, we are now gathered here not to view disability as not to view it as a limitation. In fact, it is just the opposite. When we do against all odds, and that is exactly when the greatest creations are made, is something I believe. There's a testament to the power of the human spirit. I don't know how many of you would relate to that. How many of you have seen the real power of the human spirit? We would have seen that when disasters happen. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Superb. So this is something I always say. Rotarians are not just normal people. We are people with a humongous spirit. It is the power of the spirit that makes us do the impossible things. So same with people with disabilities. They have an indomitable and unbeatable power, and that's exactly what makes them really strive, live, and make it happen. I would come to that, when it comes to how we keep up to the spirit. And today, this is a celebration of individuals who have broken once again the barriers, who have challenged all the norms. They've proved everyone wrong, right? And they have also proven that somebody's greatness is never defined by their circumstances. I can give a lot of examples, from my life. Of course, the one difference that I would see between a person with disabilities who's being recognized and someone else who's not is that I always say I'm a kind of movie buff, and I would always say this in my speaker meet. How do you keep it there? I always say your recognition should always be at your heart. The minute it goes up to your head, you're finished, right? This is something, actually an inherent power that is in people who have barriers in front of them. They have an inherent power that makes them keep there, be humble, be there and get things done. And that's exactly something that enables them break the barriers. That is one of the qualities to keep yourself head held high, but not, so high that you overpower, see anyone down. That is something which makes them. Now, the individuals whom we have honored today, what they have actually effectively done is exactly what you have done. The entire perception of the society, when they say this is going to be not possible by somebody and this is possible, I think they have broken it all by excelling in their fields, be it education. I saw that something phenomenal that has happened in education. Who said innovation is not possible by everyone? They have done is in this innovation to do something beyond the norms that are written, that are drawn by the society, is in that innovation. And they have adapted and adopted themselves to the way of the world. I normally say to get out of a system, be in the system, right? And this is exactly what they have done. I'm not saying that they're trying to get out of a system. They are trying to stand apart. They are trying to make a presence of themselves beyond what the norms that have been drawn by the society. And and they have proven that diversity, equity, and inclusion is something so much possible. And they have enabled themselves to be chosen. They have enabled, they are seen now. We talk about DA, but they are the ones who have actually shown, yes, here is it. Here is a platform for you to practice diversity, practice inclusion, include us. And this is exactly what they've done. And this is exactly what they're showing to the world. I don't know if you're able to see this, because this particular event is, for me, it is something so powerful. It kindles a spirit in me. Even there are times when I think, oh, it's not possible. No, all I see is someone who is able to do this. This I will always remember, such events, because it basically adds on to the grit that we have in them, right? It's not about, they have done, so I will do. It is about, why can't I? This is how, these are not personal victories. I would say these are collective triumphs. When you challenge the society, when you make the society accept what you're doing, and when you tell the society, here am I, look at me, I have done the things that they haven't. I think this is what you do, right? Let me ask you, how many of you think it is easy to be a warrior? You can speak. We talk about warriors. We say they are warriors. How many of you think it is easy to be a warrior?
Definitely not easy.
It's not
It's not.
easy.
It is not easy. I know.
Never give up
Normal person.
attitude.
Yeah. Yes. Somebody said something?
No, it's never give up attitude. That's the warriors.
Absolutely. Never give up. And I always say there is somebody who told me, I want to tell this to you all also. It's something so applies to real life. And then I will come back to this warrior aspect of it. We talk about surrender, right? In life, we say, okay, ultimately, if nothing happens, everybody knows this word, surrender it to God, surrender it to a master, right? Surrender your circumstance to the master. I mean, it's master, how easy it is to say, but has someone experienced really just giving a particular situation in the hands of something unseen, somebody unseen? Anyone here? Speaking is very easy. I can talk for hours together on that one single word called surrender. I can talk for hours. How many of you think these are things we say warrior, we say a surrender? How easy do you think it is? Can you just close your eyes and right now imagine a situation where you can just, say surrender and give, actually is possible. Have you tried it? Anyone?
No.
It's very, very difficult. Ask me. I can probably bring a lot of experience. It isn't easy. And that moment when you really want to have, it is a human tendency to have the situations under their control. But when it comes to people with disabilities, it isn't. Let us accept a fact. There is always that barrier that's coming in, which makes you feel the situation is not really under your control. But here are the warriors who have actually taken control of the situation in their hands. And they have said, yes, it is possible. To me, it is a very different way of looking at the surrender. It is telling that here, I am surrendering a fact that I have a particular disability. I am completely oblivious of that. When you surrender, you are oblivious of the problem. They move out of the state where the problem is and they move out and they start performing. They say, no, to solve a problem, you can never solve a problem from the state at which the problem occurred. You have to move to a different state, and that's exactly a warrior breaking a barrier does. Think of it. Think of the situations when you have really done it, when you have done it despite your inconvenience, despite your discomforts, your disabilities. Think of those times. And I am telling you, I challenge you, you moved out of that state of disability and you have said, yes, this has to be done. And tell me if there is any instance which disproves what I'm saying. Because once again, I'm telling you, been there, done that. Whatever I speak, wherever it is, it comes out of my experience. It comes from my heart because I completely relate to what it means to achieve something despite your, so-called barriers, the disabilities, right? Now coming back to the warriors, right? That too, when you have barriers surmounting in front of you. In fact, I want to tell you, we had a beautiful invocation, right? Or in India, I'm so proud. I'm not sure how many people from outside our country has joined. I say India as a country itself, we are people who have recognized that yes, there are going to be barriers, not only for people with disabilities, for everybody. And that's exactly why your beginning mostly convocation song is about Ganapati, who is a Vignaharta, who is the one who is actually breaking all the barriers in front of you. We pray to God, right? This is my country. I am so proud to say it's my country, right? And this is how we are. As nature, we are people who respect, breaking all the barriers, and for which we also say, there is a God, please break the barriers, help us, help me succeed, right? And exactly coming to, again, your warrior mentality, right? You know, this breaking, how many of us, I'll give you one statistics now, right now, in this world, people give up, right? What stops you is giving up because you have a disability, giving up because you have a problem. The statistics may scare you. One person in every 40 seconds is committing suicide in this world. One person every 40 seconds, approximated, one person a minute. This 24 hours, one person a minute is somewhere in this world committing a suicide. And you know why? Any idea why people go to that mode?
Because
Yeah. Why should people end their life? I don't want to use that word suicide. It actually puts me into a thing. Why would people want to end their life?
because they think life is impossible to live any further.
Yeah, why do you think they don't want to live at that moment?
Might be out of frustration.
Why do they get frustrated? Why that frustration comes there?
They never think that we have another opportunity. They think that there is only one opportunity and we have failed.
Absolutely. They think that that's all. There is a chock-a-block. They do not see a way. They think there is a particular inability which they are not able to surmount and see the another option. Right? It is they don't think that why they do that, because they see that this is the end of the road. They see no other option. They are completely at that moment disabled to see the other door. They think it's the end of the world, but why it's not. And in a way, if you look at it, this is something I'm not giving you, it's just a parallel I'm giving you. Every moment, somebody with a disability or somebody with any kind of somebody facing a barrier surmounts it. And this is a warrior mentality to see that little bit of light when everything looks dark. So this is a very, a gyan kind of talk. But when it comes to surmounting your barriers, every warrior sees this only. The warrior he becomes completely oblivious to what is not. And the only thing that this warrior wants to see is a possibility in front. This possibility can happen anyway. And that is exactly where I'm coming to a very few, qualities of someone who can break the barrier. A few things. This once again, I'll tell you, this is out of my own experience that I'm coming up. I'm somebody who, when COVID March 18th, I think the lockdown was announced. On 18th night, we all received, I'm a part of I'm a lot into the citizen, related, civic communities, fighting for it with, politicians and all that. I'm that kind of a person along with others. So when this came March 18th evening, I get a message from the Government of Karnataka saying, please register as a COVID warrior. Honestly, didn't know what this COVID was. But the only thing I had in my mind was, so what? There are 4,000 people in just one single complex I'm living, 1,100 apartments. I may not be useful for anybody else because I'm going to be stuck inside. Let me be useful for these 4,000 people. I didn't think, COVID was there out and nobody dares to come out. I went registered. Next day, about 50 or 100 of us underwent a training in that whatever DIPP, that office, right? And that is one moment where I just worked out everything. What is the worst that can happen, the best that can happen? I said, no way, there is one life I understand. But there is a point when people need, I felt, no, if I have to break this, if I have to be of use to people, it will happen. It'll make me happen. And I felt it was a calling. I did not hesitate even for 2 seconds. I sent a message, registered. This is how it happens, right? Coming to the so, before I end this, I will just give you a few things this you can remember. The first thing is grit. Without a grit, nothing is actually possible. The grit is something beyond your, beyond all that willpower. The grit is something that says, stay on. That is the first command you should get in your mind. Stick on. There is a barrier, but stick on, right? So this is the first thing, that grit is something, but we develop it over a period of time. It doesn't come by reading or something. It comes by facing it all. It comes by facing every hurdle that you're facing. And that is something, it's a muscle that we develop. One is grit. And again, second, if you ask all these people whom we have honored, I'm sure they have all of these, except the last one, which is a little different. One is grit and a determination, a purpose, willpower. These are the first four things. Everybody knows it. And when we go deep into it, all these are very deep statements except grit, because grit is something you develop. It's a muscle you keep on. It doesn't matter who you are, you develop it. Determination comes along with it. When you develop, there is a determination. Purpose, unless you have that purpose, it can be anybody. person with certain disabilities, or even with the person, it applies to everyone when it comes to breaking the barriers. Need not be very connected to people with disabilities. Women and people belonging to different genders, whatever they are facing, it applies to everyone. You need phenomenal determination and a purpose. I'll ask you a question. Have you observed senior citizens very closely? They will they would want to do something. They'll involve in some social activities, and very, very rich, senior citizens, they will give a lot to people. They will come up with some crazy ideas, crazy things, and they do. Honestly speaking, it is nothing else. They want to live that one extra day because they create a purpose for themselves by doing all this. I have observed, I've spoken to some of these rich, senior citizens in their 70s, 80s. What is it that you want? You have everything. I realized they want one more day to live because they want to live. And that one more day is given by the kind of service that they do, the charity that they do, the philanthropy they do, and all other things which they seem to be doing with some kind of fun, as if somebody is pushing, right? So that is how it is. And phenomenal willpower. This about willpower, once again, it is something I can talk for hours. But and the last one, very last one, I want to tell you. I mean, before I close this, I would actually want to tell you this: the grand plan. All these people, no matter what, they have internally surrendered their circumstance because they somewhere they believe that there is a grand plan that's working for them. And inherently you'll have that belief. Today, whoever does not hasn't even thought about something called a grand plan, just go home and think in silence. Think that you must be a believer in a grand plan, and that is exactly why you want to wake up for something, to do something new the next day, because you believe in it. And that's exactly why you're all here, becoming a part of a club and doing something phenomenal, right? With despite whatever small, big, and other disabilities you have. That is that internal, the spirit that I said, which believes in it. You believe there is a grand plan that is working for your advantage, and that's exactly why you're here. And this journey, it's not a one-time act. It is a continuous journey. It's a journey of courage. It's a journey of resilience. There are internal challenges that you overcome. You go up and down. It's a roller coaster. When you have these barriers, yes, self-doubt, everything comes in, but you play it out. Your internal challenges, external obstacles, most of your external obstacles can be conquered if you are going to conquer your internal challenges. If you believe, have that unshakable belief, let me tell you, where if you have the will, really the doors open up. I can guarantee, I can tell you that if you just believe that, yes, overcoming your internal thing, and you open up to external, it automatically, it just goes away. I can bring some stories like Krishna's, but yes. And the beauty of this journey of breaking barriers is that you actually innovate. Think of anybody who has broken the barriers. They would have innovated. Recently, we recognized a Bharatanatyam dancer. What an innovation. When he came and stood there and danced, I can't believe it. This gives them a phenomenal, I think it is the way the beautiful creator has done. I believe in that. I believe that every creation has a purpose. It has come with a signing a document that I have a purpose, is what I would say, when they were created. So this is how it is. It mostly it becomes a mother of invention because there is an innovation that happens. And to end it, I would always say there is a call to action. We need to be a more inclusive society. It's not out of compassion everything is fine. I would say compassion is the most underrated and most misused kind of thing. But still, while we celebrate these warriors, we let us as Rotarians and as individuals, let's we'll have to see what is my role in building a society that empowers everyone, right? Stereotypes. Get off this, eradicating these stereotypes that, this person is so and so, and create opportunities, bring people together, foster a wonderful, like today, what you have done is fantastic. You have fostered such a beautiful allyship, right? And I think this is going to be a kind of role model, a forerunner kind of event that is going to be, practiced by every other club. I really wish all other clubs did, right? And these are the three most important that you would have to do. There's a call to action for everybody and every club. Like I say, easy to talk, difficult to, really practice, but please do that. it is difficult only up to a stage, but that once you start doing it, it becomes a habit. To conclude this, to all the warriors in this room, your journey is inspiring, some of us to be better, to do better, because certainly, if you feel, yes, when they are blessed, I'm also blessed. You all remind us that breaking barriers is not about removing every obstacle, but it is finding the strength to rise above. Just look at the difference in perspective. It's not, you don't remove the obstacle, you surpass it, is breaking the barriers. To all of us, I feel today, days like these are turning points, right? Where we tell the world that let us celebrate this day, where every individual is celebrated despite the differences, despite what they do not have, and despite what they have more and less, and so on. Go beyond all these polarities of I have not, good, bad, and everything, and see that only one thing is a person's capability, a person's ability to break all the barriers, surpass the barriers, and then I wouldn't say break, surpass the barriers. And I think once we do that, humanity soars. We rise, we rise collectively. And thank you very much. And this is a great opportunity to be here speaking to all of you. And as ever, very, very happy to be here. Happy to be speaking with you all, and very honored to read the citation and be with you all. Thank you so much. Thanks for this invite.
Thank you, Rotarian Varalakshmi Balaji. We are deeply grateful for the invaluable insights you shared with us today. Your talk was truly inspiring, informative, and thought-provoking. Thank you so much. Now let me invite Rotarian Andrea Kettel, President E-Club of Tropeiros, Brazil, for thought sharing about the sister club. Over to you, Rotarian Andrea.
So, hi again. Good evening for you guys. Good afternoon for my Rotarian friends who are here from our club, and our Rotarians friend from Rotary Bangalore Abilities. Once again, I'm very honored to be here and happy to be able to have these meetings with you. Thank you. I'm sorry I can't pronounce your name very well.
Varalakshmi.
I'm sorry. Wonderful speech. Thank you so much. You touched our hearts, and it's great that we were able to celebrate today people with disabilities. Our two friends from Brazil, one of them is a Rotarian. Alessandra is a Rotarian in our club, and Mikhail is our Rotarian's friend. And it's wonderful to be here. And thank you so much once again. And I hope we can keep doing more things together. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Andrea.
Thank you, Arun.
Thank you to both the winners, and congratulations. Wish you the best, and God bless to both of you. Thank you so much. And please include your son in that blessings.
Thank you. God bless you too.
Thank you all for all the wonderful interaction. Now let me take the opportunity to give the vote of thanks. On behalf of Rotary Bangalore Ability.
Gopi, we do a photo first.
Okay.
Can you please switch on your cameras?
Requesting everybody to switch on the cameras, please.
We need to have a group picture.
Gopi, can you stop sharing screen, please?
1 minute.
Perfect.
Lata, Alexandra, Channa, Gokul, I'm waiting.
Pessoal, eles estão pedindo se vocês podem ligar a câmera.
Pooja, please on the video.
John,
Por favor.
A minha tá aberta.
thank you so much. You're looking so pretty, all of you. Not the boys. Thank you.
Pooja, your video.
I can let me take a photo first. It's too good. Lata, you gone off again. Come up. Come back. Yeah, that's my girl. Okay, now I go to my video. Show self. Okay, there I come. So you have to take class for me to teach me all this. Okay, smile. Thank you so much. Gopi, you can take it up now. You can give the word of thanks.
Sure, Pooja.
So much.
Thank you so much, everyone. So let me take the pleasure of giving the vote of thanks. On behalf of Rotary Bangalore Abilities, I would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to everyone who made our joint meeting with Rotary Club Tropiros, Brazil, a resounding success. We are deeply thankful to our friends from Brazil for nominating two exceptional talents in the educational domain who were deserving recipients of the Unsung Hero IDPD 2024 awards. Their stories of perseverance and dedication are truly inspiring, and we are honored to have had the opportunity to recognize their achievements. We are also grateful to Rotarian Varalakshmi Balaji, Director RID 3191, for gracing our event as the chief guest. Her presence and words of encouragement added immense value to our gathering. I take this opportunity to thank Rotarian Andrea Kettel, President Rotary Club Tropiros, Brazil, Rotarian Arun Mohan, President RBA, and Rotarian Kameshwari, Secretary RBA, Rotarian Pooja Chada, Director Public Image, RBA, and all the RBA members. Special thanks to our Brazil Club members, guests, and awardees from Brazil. We thank you for your active participation, encouraging discussions, and warm camaraderie. Your presence made our joint meeting a memorable and enriching experience. Lastly, we appreciate the tireless efforts of our team members who worked behind the scenes to ensure the smooth execution of our event. Your hard work and dedication are truly appreciated. Thank you once again, and we look forward to many more collaborative opportunities with our friends from Brazil. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Andrea. We'll see you around.
Thank you,
Enjoy your lunch.
Andrea. Ciao.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Ciao. Bye-bye.
Thank you all, friends.
Obrigada.
Thank you all.
Mercy.